look at some various mobile marketing channels, starting with SMS. Short Message Service, or SMS, is the largest data application on the planet. According to Nielsen, worldwide over 350 billion SMS messages, commonly referred to as text messages, are exchanged across the world's mobile networks every month, with over 15% of these messages being classified as commercial or marketing messages. SMS messages are limited to 160 characters, though it's possible to string several together for longer messages. Almost all devices support SMS. It's sort of the lowest common denominator in terms of applications across all devices. Since it's so prevalent, SMS should be a consideration for marketers, but users are reluctant to share their mobile phone numbers. You can use short codes and incentives to get your users to engage with your messages and hopefully get them to subscribe to your SMS sort of feeds or plan. Mobile can be used for customer relationship management. In the travel industry, for instance, airlines and hotels can send updates about upcoming reservations and flights. Other businesses can send billing updates, account updates, etc. through SMS. Promotions can also be sent through SMS. These should be timely and can be targeted to a particular time of day when users are likely to be shopping for your goods. Receiving messages. SMS can also be used to receive messages from customers or prospects. This also helps in the CRM or customer relationship management aspect of SMS marketing. Please call me messages are sent for free, asking the recipient to phone the sender back. These are popular across Africa and generally include an advertising message after the original please call me message. That's SMS in a nutshell. Let's take a look then at MMS, or Multimedia Messaging Service. This is the media-rich version of SMS messages. These can contain graphics, audio, video, or images and text. They allow for richer communication, but of course, then the costs are higher for the marketer, and really also potentially for the user. These are particularly useful, however, in viral campaigns. They can encourage participants to use their phones to create content and pass it on. Care needs to be taken, though, as this can pass more costs on to both the marketer and the user. USSD allows for a query and response between the customer and a service center. There's a code for each action, and they're often used for adding credit to a prepaid account, requesting account balance information, and other account information. It's lower cost, but is also more rudimentary in its interface. Instant messaging is another popular way to communicate person to person and for marketers to communicate with their customers. In some regions and demographics, this is more popular than SMS or MMS, depending on mobile network and plans, access to Wi-Fi, and other factors. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, GroupMe, and other messaging sites are popular in the US and around the globe. Marketers are beginning to explore these channels as a means for reaching consumers. From a marketer's perspective, IM can also serve as a channel for customer support, but you have to make sure that you don't alienate or frustrate consumers who view this as a point for personal communication. QR codes are also called 3D barcodes. They compress complex information into an image like this one so that it can be decoded by a mobile phone. This is a convenient way to get information with one click. QR codes are a pull technology. They allow users to take the actions they want conveniently and quickly. They can be useful for sharing product and promotional information, and unlike a lot of different things that we do digitally, they can link offline and online advertising and messaging. You can put a QR code on your print ad and then get people to go online for more information and then begin to measure where they came from and sort of be able to better track your print advertising, your out-of-home advertising, things like that. QR codes are especially popular in East Asian countries, but one thing that you need to watch out for is that they can be prone to bugs. So you want to make sure that you've worked all of those out before you launch. Let's talk a little about location and mobile, as location-based marketing is one of the most significant benefits of mobile marketing. With mobile, we can share useful information based right on someone's location, right? The phone GPS is telling us where they are, so we can serve messages to them when they're near us or when they're near a competitor. We can really use that location to serve up really useful information. This makes things more contextually relevant. So as a user is looking for something nearby, we can make sure that we are one of the results that comes up in search and things like that. And then that, sort of covers that geolocation and the mobile search. So they all work together to really be able to provide that context and that relevance based on location to the mobile user. That's more important to a mobile user than really a desktop or any other user. Of course, social is becoming mobile just like everything else is. And mobile social networks are quite popular. So many social networks have either mobile apps or sites or both. Facebook and Twitter, for example, both have robust apps and mobile versions of their sites. Other social networks were developed specifically with mobile in mind. Instagram, Snapchat, and others come to mind. Marketers should think about the combination of geolocation, the power of social, and the beauty of mobile when thinking about mobile social. You can encourage users to check in at your location, you can serve ads based on location, and you can utilize social search in your mobile advertising strategy.